His shots ring from the woods. Take off life is good. She's whatever you probably should.
Listen to Clyde. Yes, Hickok 45, your internet shooting companion, coming to you from the beautiful, barren, chilly hills of Tennessee, the home of Davy Crockett. Let's give him some press again. Davy Crockett, yeah. And it's not too bad today, I have to say, right now. I'm very, very lucky right now. Okay, I'm a little early, but, you know, today I'm fortunate. I think it's going to be a lot colder later. So, yeah. I'm going to shoot a little bit, and I don't know, I was in the mood to do something quietly. And I've got a pistol I'm going to take a couple shots with, but I haven't shot this Ruger American 300 Blackout that Amber talked me into enough. Yeah, I haven't shot it enough. 300 Blackout's cool. It just is. And shooting quietly. Did you hear the sound it made on Amber? On Clyde? That's the loudest I've heard Clyde ring yet. That really is. I mean, partly because you're not hearing the gunfire as much. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I got that down at Exile Armory. You all know that. Many of you know Amber down there, does the videos every morning on what they have in stock and everything. We met her. I talked about our little trip down there. A buddy of mine and I drove down there. I bought this, and he bought the folding M&P carbine, and we like what we came back with, we really do. So nice shop. So I'm gonna shoot this some. I've got a new Glock I'm gonna take a couple shots with before I quit. And I got something else I'm gonna take a couple shots with, the Glock 49. It's a brand new innovative Glock. Incredible what they've come up with here. They come up with a Glock 19 frame and a Glock 17 slide. Yeah, they have. Well, they put it together. Yeah, I think Talo distributor, whatever, you know, requested it. I don't know how that works exactly, but anyway, Glock is offering this now, and a lot of people have been cutting these things down, been making this gun for what, decades? Taking a Glock 17 and whacking off the grip so that it'll use a Glock 19 magazine, and so that printless fits, you know, on the belt, and they got a grip the size they want. It's not printing so much, and they got the full slide. You know. So finally Glock got around to making it. Okay, interesting. So that's basically what it is, a Glock 19 with a 17 slide, because you can't do that with yeah, can you do it with any Gen 5? You can't do it with the Gen, up until Gen 5, and they started making the 37 and then the 49, or 47 and 49. Up until then, you really couldn't do that. I've had a lot of Glock 19s and a few 17s. I couldn't just put the 17 on the 19 frame or vice versa and all that kind of thing. But now you can. Now you can. Because see, the 17 has a longer dust cover on it, you know, and this is basically a Glock 19 dust cover frame on it. So, well, let's just shoot the thing. What the heck? See if it shoots. I don't guess I fired it yet. Looks like it works. Okay, I don't know where they're going, but it worked. Yeah, man. All right, no giveaways going on as usual. Okay, and again, hope you're enjoying the new thumbnails. What else? Man, Well, let me just shoot this thing. Let me empty this magazine. I'm gonna hit Clyde again. Can I do that? Make sure I'm kind of low on battery life. Yeah, we should be all right. If I suddenly disappear, you'll know why. Okay, I'll explain next week. So just if I suddenly disappear, so be it. Okay. That is so cool. That was the buffalo. Let's hit the cowboy one. Boom. Ring that bell. Yeah, I got those little 10-round mags, 300 Blackout. The 300 Blackout mags, I think, work better than the 5.56. So I got some of those. I even got a big one, combat ready with my bolt action, right? Well, I've got the AR 300 Blackout, so that's good for that. And works in this too. Yeah. And beat that, can you? Yeah, man. Also appreciate Alabama holster. I'm going to put my phone back in my Alabama holster, okay? I've gotten adapted to that. I wasn't sure whether I'd like a phone holster, but I do. You know, I broke this screen, bent over, fell out of my pocket, and crushed the screen a few months back. And so I didn't think I'd ever go to a holster for my phone, but it keeps my phone intact, and I always know where it is, and it actually protects it too. I'm around here banking into stuff and put in there with the screen against my body, and it fits, you know, perfectly, and I don't have to think about it. Yeah, so that's kind of nice, pretty handy. Not to mention this pocket holster is pretty handy, and the belt holsters that they make. Anyway, appreciate Alabama holster. Great little Kydex holsters, concealment holsters for the most part. Okay. What else did you want to know about? Oh, I have no genius, that's for sure. You know, enjoyed my Model 29 last week, getting that thing out, shooting it, and I guess I talked enough about that. I had a little problem last week with my camera not recording. Yeah, it wasn't me. The camera, the record button didn't get pushed. You know, it's the camera's fault, don't you think? Yeah, but anyway, I enjoyed shooting that thing. It all cleaned up, and you know, 50 years. So I may get it out just every Sunday, have it on the table. You think? Maybe every video this year. I think I threatened to do that with some other gun on an anniversary. I never did do it, but I might. I was, you know, for a couple of years, I don't know, back during the pandemic or whatever, I remember thinking, okay, we're coming up on 23, which is the 150th anniversary of the Colt single action, and then the next year's anniversary for my Big Smith. Those are 2 big years for me, 2 of my favorite when it comes to firearms, because those are my 2 favorite firearms, probably 44 mag, I guess, you know, and then 45 Colt, those particular gun, double action Smiths and 45 Colt revolvers, you know, single action armies. I mean, they just I just really have enjoyed them for decades and everything. And with those big anniversaries coming up, I was looking forward to that. And man, I hope I can hang on here, you know, and we don't get shut down, or I don't get hit by a truck or something, because I'm going to enjoy 2023 celebrating the 150th anniversary. And I did. And now it's 2024. So I lived into 2024, and I can celebrate my Model 29, you know, and we'll get a video done on that anniversary video. So anyway, but I like these guns too a lot. I think I'll put the assault mag in. How's that? Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed Glocks, believe it or not. Been doing a fair amount of Glocking lately. You know, it's one comment that always comes up with Glocks is how they all are the same. They don't really change them, everything. And they all look alike, and you see comments on videos, anybody's videos, they got several Glocks out. They all look alike, they're all the same, and that's just kind of one of the criticisms of the Glock, and people who don't like Glocks, they especially will bring all that up, and how they all look alike and everything. Which, you know, as I've pointed out to a few people, not that I and argue about it, you're right, they do look alike. Yeah, ask me when I'm trying to find one model out of the safe or something. I'd vouch for that. I agree. But I pointed out to somebody, you know, I kind of thought about it. Yeah, but you know, if I got all of my blue, now they're all the same, well, not all the same color, but most of them are black. If I got all my blued Smith & Wesson revolvers, for example, and put them on the table, and you know, just cameras flashing over, and I picked this one up, and yeah, it's a 357, this was whatever, 44. Well, you know, just looking at them, you know, it's kind of the same deal, right? Unless one's gigantic. You know, they missed me before. They're coming back to locate me. Somebody's having a bad day, actually. Those are ambulances. You know, when I hear those, see those, somebody's having maybe the worst day of their life, right? Could very well be. And most often it is. Or at least a very bad day. Not a good day. But yeah, if you had a bunch of blue or stainless, you can go that route too. Say a bunch of stainless Smith & Wesson revolvers lying on the table, and again, unless one was as big, you know, like an 8/3 inch barrel, and then you got a little 2-inch or something, those are pretty obviously different. But if there's my cat calling it. But if you don't have that situation, you just got a bunch of Model 10s or whatever, blue, yeah, they look alike too. You could get a table full of SIGs, you know, and they're going to look alike, or M&Ps, you know. The only difference is kind of the size. So it's not a Glock malady or something that's only an issue with, or high points or anything, you know. Just guns typically kind of look alike when you just glance at them, right? So, but yeah, blocks definitely look alike. I have no doubt about it. Man, also appreciate, and let's fire a couple of these Underwood rounds. Let's put one on Clyde. All right. Yep, it shoots. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, you got the 19 grip and 17 slide. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't know. It might grow on me. Not sure. Let's try this. Yeah. 300 Blackout. All right, Banish 30 gold. Don't need my ears, do I? Don't need them. I just got to put another one on you, Clyde. I love the sound. Love the sound. Wonder what a 2-liter sounds like. How about that Kentucky one right there? Oh, neat. Hit the propane tank. Interesting. Shoot the bottom of it. Boom. That is interesting. It smacks it. It goes through it. Must be because it's a pointed bullet, you know, whereas if that were a 45 Colt, you know, weighed the same amount, what 220 grains or something, yeah, it would knock it off there. But I guess because it's pointed, it's more likely to go through. It's interesting, without knocking it off. I know it's going to go through, but, well, it's pretty quiet, I have to say. I love it. I love it. Yep, I'm just in the mood to play with some suppressed 30 caliber rounds. Boom. There's a pin down there. Wow. Get him off there. So I always leave it empty under the firing pin there. Bolt. It works out pretty well. What else do you want to know about? Oh, I got a couple of commercials I had to comment. You know, I love brainless commercials and just different things. I noticed all this. Well, oh man, I made a note about these drug commercials. Unbelievable. They're relentless, aren't they? And then I think what bothers me the most about those, I don't lose sleep over it, but it's we've got time to talk a little bit. the fact that there is such a large industry for treating symptoms, you know. I mean, it's like, I mean, it is such, there's so much money to be made treating symptoms. I mean, gargantuan amounts of money to treat symptoms of whatever the disease is, that I wonder sometimes how much interest there is in actually curing the disease, getting to the source of it, what's causing it, which is mostly diet, you know. So sometimes I wonder, and I'm thinking of these type 2 diabetes drugs, or all of them that get advertised relentlessly, you know. This pill will take care of you, you'll be good, you know, you'll be good, and you can dance around and in your cool hat and whatever, you know, like all those commercials, you know, do. And be overweight, doesn't matter, eat all you want, you know, and basically take this pill. And I think we're doing a disservice to people, really are. Man, we're not getting to the root cause of all these metabolic illnesses. We're just coming up with another pill that makes billions of dollars, you know, for somebody. But anyway, yeah, those commercials just never end. They never end. Another one I like is, I hear a lot, is, let's see how they say, we planned well for our retirement, but sometimes we wish we had more cash. Now, I always like that. That's how the commercial starts out. The lady says that. Okay, that's like saying, we planned well for this picnic, but I wish we had more food. You know, we planned well for this hike, but I wish I'd worn my hiking shoes. I mean, it's just funny. It's they're selling some kind of, I don't know, is it insurance or mortgage? I don't know what they're selling, but I don't know. Commercials are annoying to begin with, so you have to kind of do a little analysis of them and make sure you're seeing through them and realizing what they're trying to sell you and whether you should even be listening at all. And I can't help but wonder how many people fall for it when they should be taking another course of action. But anyway, media is a wonderful thing. It really is. Can I shoot? What should I do? Oh, I have another magazine. Okay, now this is some Steinel. Yeah, I got some Steinel ammo in this, so shoot this. So far, it seems to shoot. I don't know. Stock sights and everything. Let me try the gong. Nope, didn't like that. Oh, you know what, that's some of the subsonic ammo. Yeah, that's some of the, I picked up subsonic. Okay, so Glocks are bad about subsonic ammo. It's hard to find the right one. There's some that will, I mean, there's some that will cycle the slide and be fairly quiet with the suppressor. But not really quite, nothing like this, because any Glock I've tried it in, it's got to be faster, too fast to be really quiet. Is what it comes down to. That's what I picked up. I forgot about that. But I might try that in a different Glock, see if it works. But typically, especially a heavy Glock 17 slide, new spring and all that, brand new. So I forgot. I should have gotten some other. That's only 9 I brought, I think. I brought those mags loaded. I wanted to try it, see if it shoots. Do I have any over here? Let me check. Well, actually, I got some more of this Underwood. It's standard. It's not, yeah, suppressed ammo or anything, or subsonic. Let me shoot a couple of those. I was all set to. Let's put a few in. Set to hit the gong. I'm frustrated if I can't hit him. Again, if I run out of battery, I'll talk to you next week. Life is good. I knew I was getting low. I should have charged this thing before I came over here. Okay. I just want to throw one at the gong with this thing. Now, I mentioned sights. Like, well, it's got the stock sight. Well, I said that like, don't expect too much. It's got the stock sights. I didn't mean it that way. They, I mean, it's just whatever comes on. Typically, they don't have any trouble with stock sights. I like Glock sights pretty well. Okay. Now, let's put a round in the chamber. Finally. What's wrong with me? Okay. Need to hold right in the middle of it. Right in the middle. Don't you think, cowboy? Yeah. Okay. That's warm stuff. That's good. All right. So, Glock 49. We'll do video with that. Play with it some more. Pretty neat gun. A lot of people like that, want that. I'm still not sure what I think about it. I think I'm good with a Glock 19. I'm good. I don't think I need a 17 slide. No big problem with it. You get a little more sight radius, and it's fine usually to conceal. For concealment, as you all know, most of you, the biggest obstacle is the grip. You know, with concealment, it's wants to print and all that kind of thing. Whereas the slide is just down in your pants, and it doesn't, you know, or in holster, and it's more than that much longer isn't going to make that much difference. But a little bit of added length on your grip makes a big difference in terms of sticking out and all that kind of thing. So that's the purpose of that. If you wondered what it's about, right? That's the main reason people do that, and they create their own. So I'll take a couple more shots with this and let you go. Do I have any advice for young people? Oh man. Well, speaking of being healthy, you know, to try to eat well. I think the goal would be like one ingredient food, as Ken Berry says. You know, when you read the ingredients, it should be one ingredient, which is probably not even going to be on a label. If you got a food label with all kinds of stuff in there, it's probably something you want to avoid, right? You know, it's real important to do the best you can with your diet. I'm working on mine. I have my own sugar addiction like everybody does, but I'm working on that, man. I'm doing pretty well with that. And I can tell such a difference when I'm not eating refined food or sugar, or any kind of sugar I'm talking about, not just sucrose, any kind, because it's all turned to sugar immediately, whether it's, you know, starches and you name it, cereals and all that stuff. Read the label and try to eat something that's just one ingredient. You know, it's an egg, it's a slice of bacon, it's a burger, it's a piece of fish or whatever. You know, doesn't need a label with 13 ingredients on it. And manage your life. Manage your life. You know, I was reading a most recent book by Morgan Housel. He wrote The Psychology of Money, and his newest book, Same as Ever, is really good. I think you'd really like that. But in one of those, he talks about, and I can't remember his exact quote, I underlined it or moved, but something like you don't have to pay attention to your health or your money, two of the most important things, right? You don't have to pay attention to your health or your money, but they will both definitely pay attention to you. It was something like that. You can ignore both of these, but they won't ignore you. I forgot how he phrased it. It was really well, because they will. You can just eat what you want. You can spend all the money you want. You know, just pull out that credit card and buy whatever, you know, strikes your impulse at the time and all that sort of thing. You don't have to pay attention to them, but they will pay attention to you. You will be unhealthy if you don't pay attention to it, be more likely to be diseased. And then you will also be in debt and have money problems and not be making any plans for the future. You know, so you don't have to pay attention to those things, but they will pay attention to you. They will affect you. You don't have to pay attention to them, but they will affect your life in big ways, you know, as time moves forward. So, yeah, I thought that was good advice. So Because I ain't got no advice, I got to share someone else's, right? So I appreciate y'all's support, and I'm going to fire a couple more rounds from this thing quietly, and then I'm going to make y'all leave. What do you want me to shoot? You want to shoot Clyde again? I love that. I got to put another one on him. Sweet. How about that old turkey down there in the holler? Oh, right under his foot. All right, Ruger American, and with a Banish 30 gold on it from Silencer Central. Pretty nice. So I appreciate your tuning in this Sunday. And again, the weather, who knows what the weather is. I got to pick the day that's decent. So again, if Kentucky disappears and you know, I don't mention it just because I was out here before it happened. And I may just do a short video on the porch or something if it's really cold. You know, I'm not going to come out if it's 20 degrees or 25. Yeah. So, but I might talk to you a little bit from the house. Who knows? Appreciate your support, really do. Life is good.